Hello everybody, this video is going to be showcasing what I have so far in VFS, which stands for Visual Flow Logger. This is the second iteration, and if you're not aware of what VFS is, it is a program that allows you to visualize the flow of your program by adding VFS logs to your code, just like how we use loggers, or in this case console.log, right? So here we have a simple JavaScript program, and in our index.js we are calling the shop function and passing two arguments, the name of the item and then the quantity of the item. So this function is gonna print the price of the item, and then it's going to calculate the total price, and then it's going to log the total price as well. After that, we are calling the display receipt function, which is going to display the receipt in the console. And once that's done, we're calling the add to cart function, which is a recursive function call, and it's going to be adding the item and then calling itself again until the item left is 0. So if we try to run this program, we can see that the logs are being printed as expected. The price per item is going to be 20, and the calculated total is 60, and the total price is also 60. And then ultimately we are adding the shirt in the cart, and then we have 2 remaining, we have 2 remaining, and then we have 1 remaining, and at the end all of the items are added to the cart. So this is good. You can kind of see how the program flows, but by using VFS, we can take this a step further and generate a stack diagram or a mermaid diagram. Here we have the same function getting called through VFS library or API. So we have a start shop operation, and it is calling the shop function, which is pretty much the same as the previous code. It just has a different way of logging stuff. So we have shop function, we have our add to cart function, we have the display receipt function, and we have the calculate total function as well. So everything is just like the existing code, except we are not using console.log, but instead we are making use of block.log. That's the only difference. And after we call this function, we also send this to the server. So our server is written in Rust, and it's running in the background as well. So if you run this program, this data or this log should be saved to our Postgres database, and we should be able to get the visual representation of this flow. And as you can see, we get back a status 200, and now this should be in our database. So if we go back to our database and go to tables, we can see that we have all the logs, and they all have a sequence number, and we can also check out our operations right here. So now that we have all of our logs saved in the database and linked to this operation, we should be able to visit VFS web application to see all of our logs, which is just going to be the one single log that we added previously. So here we have the log, and if we open it, we can see the stack diagram representation of this code. So we can use this button to change the orientation, and we can see that everything is organized properly for us to visualize easily. So initially we are printing the price, or we are showing that price per item is 20, just like how we did it in the console.log. And then we can see that the second step, or the second flow, is the total price is equals to 60. Now this is a function call, and we know that because of this save symbol over here, which denotes that this is a function call and its return value is being saved and printed or logged basically this way. So we can left click on this to open its implementation, and its implementation is very simple. All we do is we log the calculated total to be 60, and that is what's being returned, and we're printing that as the return value. Cool. So we can see that there's another function call, and it's to display the receipt. So if we open up its implementation, we can see that first it displays the item to be Nike shirt, and then it displays the quantity or logs the quantity, whatever you want to call it, and then ultimately we also display the total to be $60. So if we go step by step, we can see initially we or we show that the price per item is 20, and then we show that total price is 60. And if you want to look what's happening in this function call, we can expand it or dive deeper and see what's happening internally. And then the same goes for the display receipt. We can expand it to see what's actually happening internally. And then we have our last function call, which was, if you remember, a recursive function call. So if you open this up, we can see that the first thing we do is we are logging that the adding item 3 remaining, and then we do another function call, but this time the argument is 2 instead of 1. So we can open this up and see that what it's doing is it's logging adding item 2 remaining, and then it's calling itself again. And here you can see that it is printing or logging adding item 1 remaining, and ultimately it's gonna do its last recursive function call. And if you open this up, you can see that this one is logging all items added to cart. So you can see the whole visual flow of your program, and you can decide how deep or shallow you want the flow to be. If some of the quality of life features that I have added are, we can change the orientations by clicking on this orientation symbol, and it's gonna change the orientation. And then we can also pan in and out, zoom in and out, do whatever we want to, and it's all going to work flawlessly. And if you want to show this as a PDF or share this as a PDF, we can press the download button, and it's going to convert this web page into a PDF, and then we can view it or share it with someone else if you want to. So that's gonna be it for this iteration of VFS, and in the next iteration I'm gonna be adding support for visualizing concurrent or parallel application. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, and that would require me to almost refactor 90% of the existing code and change the schema. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for the next version, and thank you for watching this video. I hope this inspires you all to make your own stuff as well. Thank you guys.